Good day, my name is Polo C. Dela Raga from BSHM4A. Selected method and tools for service process. Some of the other methods and tools used to analyze service process are the following. Number one, affinity diagram. It is an analytical tool to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data source from researches, insight, concept, diagrams, brainstorm ideas, and designs. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into groups or based on the relationship. Often, this connection and relationship provide deeper insight and new ideas. Brainstorming. It is a method to generate ideas from a group of people to solve a design problem. Under the direction of facilitator, members of the group contribute ideas freely to cover as many areas as possible in search of best possible design. Ideas contribute by the participants are gathered and defined to determine solution. Number three, character profile. This supplement the understanding and appreciation of designer by providing patterns or trends about service users. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovation and improvements designed for the clients. Number four, contextual interview. It refers to interview conducted in the natural environment where the service occurs. User journey map. It is a diagram that uses illustration, photographs, and or codes telling to the journey of the user through a service. It helps in identifying the key stages and touch points along the user's service experience. What parts of the service work for the user and what part needs to improve. It is a useful technique to understand the motivation of customer in relationship to their wants, needs, hesitation, and concerns. Number six, cultural progress. These are also referred to a user's diary. It provides a way gathering information about people and their activities insight about the daily of communities. Number seven, documentaries. These are tools used to provide information at the initial stages of the design process. This method is a visual representation of human emotion and expression captured through film. Number eight, empathy proofs. These are a tools for design that considers what the user are thinking and feeling more than what they are doing and saying. Number nine, ethnographic user research is a tool used to support a deeper understanding of the design issues for service designers. Through this research tool, the designer will be able to establish what motivates the user to do something and what hinders them to not do things. Number 10, experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test new service ideas or design for specific physical touch points. It seeks out whether the design is applicable to the user or identifies the area that could possibly be improved. Number 11, focus group. It is a setting deliberately selected people who are participants of discussion about a particular topic which intends to bring out their perception and feedback to design ideas. Number 12, immersion workshop. It is also known as emphatic research or role playing. A researcher involves herself with a study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source for information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotion and social interaction with the community. 13. Observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when users are interacting with the product. Through observation services can be evaluated and the user experience can be determined to a certain level. Number 14. Personas. This refers to fictional character created not to represent types of user that avail of the service or product of companies. Personas are created to help understand needs, behavior, experience, and goals of users. 15. Prototyping. This tool is used to examine the behavior and performance of a fresh design before it goes to production. The service is tested by observing the interaction of the user with a prototype of the service. The venue, settings, and condition where the service is actually rendered. The kinds of prototyping methods are the following. A. Sketches and diagrams. These are used to illustrate the ideas for discussion and analysis. Sketches are among the earliest forms of prototyping and also simplest to use them to be able or of value. B. Storyboarding. This is presentation of cases or prototype scenario using a series of drawings or picture to visualize a sequence of events. C. Building blocks prototype. Beyond the idea of having fun with building blocks as a toy, the versatility and ability to stimulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in prototyping. Letter D. Role play. This refers to acting out service situation where users interact with products and service. The implied condition clarify the direction where the service design should take that the service really exists and then render a possible journey through its functionalities. Physical models for design service that may require physical representation mock-ups can be created for testing materials that can be used include paper, cardboard, wax, clay, and wood among others to build the models. F. User-driven prototype. This prototype method uses a unique approach in coming up with the service design. Instead of the designer conjuring a design for the service users, it is instead the user who will get to make a design. 16. Scenarios. This refers to the creation of a hypothetical story to visualize how user will utilize a service in order to generate design. Scenario can either be written or drawn with sufficient detail to anticipate and demonstrate the needs of users. 17. Service prototype. This is simulation tools to test the service design through observation of the interaction between the user and the prototype of the service set in the place, situation, and condition where the service truly exists. 18. Shadowing. The researcher acts an observer only and does not interfere with the participant in any circumstance in this method. The researcher goes along with the users and observers how they utilize the service or product within their natural environment. 19. Stakeholder map. It is a tool that shows a visual presentation of an organization's staff, sponsor, investor, board, partner organization, or customer. The map reflects the level of interest, the importance of the stakeholder in the organization. The stakeholders are listed and sorted on a chart based on the extent of their interest and influence or the power each hold in the organization. A stakeholder map helps determine who among the stakeholders possesses the biggest impact on the organization.